To think back in the first 6 months that I started YouTube, wow. In this video, I'm gonna tell you how YouTube changed my life in just under 6 months and how it can change yours too. Welcome, because this is a brand new channel, but over on my main channel, in the first 6 months of starting YouTube, I gained 5,424 subscribers. I had 379,000 views and had earned about $1,100 in ad revenue. I had about 30 videos uploaded. I had hit a few viral videos and I had really 10x'd how fast I grew my channel. So in the first 6 months of starting YouTube, it was really a stepping stone to the bigger thing that I was creating. It's also opened up so many opportunities that I want to share with all of you today. Creating and growing a channel was not by accident, it was by intent. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you 3 things that I've learned about YouTube over the past 4 years of growing my channel on YouTube. Next, I'll share with you how much money that I made on YouTube in the first 6 months, as well as the first year that I started my YouTube channel with Google Ads. And I'll also tell you some of the pros and cons about Google Ads or the ads that are placed on your video from YouTube. And then I will share with you 7 things that you need to be successful on YouTube. And I call that my successful 7 mechanism. So let's dive in. I've actually learned so many different things from being on YouTube for over 4 years. But if I could break it down into 3 things that I've learned when first starting my channel, this is what it would be. The first thing is that I was absolutely terrified of starting a channel. In fact, I knew that I was getting a push to somehow break free. It was right during the 2020 pandemic, and I was in fear of losing my job. I was in fear of having to get another job that I didn't like. And I had this urge to start a YouTube channel for 4 years. In fact, I had started a blog. I had started several different side hustles that just weren't working out. The thing that held me back for 4 years was that I was terrified of what other people would think. What if other people who I worked with found out about my channel? What if my friends found out about my channel and thought that I was ridiculous? So I thought to myself, what more could there be to lose? Why not just give it a go? And that's when I built up the courage to post my first video. So if you are feeling like you are getting pulled to do something bigger than yourself or something super outside of your comfort zone, then that's probably a sign that you are on the right direction to go ahead and take that next step. The second thing I learned was to overcome my fear of failure. I had tried several different things in the past. I started several different side gigs in fitness. I started a blog. I tried selling MLM products, and nothing felt super aligned. I was always scared that some way or somehow I was going to fail. And in fact, I did fail at those other things because I stopped doing them. So the only real form of failure is actually quitting. Are there going to be ups and downs? Yes. Are there going to be some of your videos that perform better than other videos? Absolutely. You're going to have to build up the confidence to post your very first video. With that, you can see how you can improve in each and every video. And the more you do it, the better you get. And the last thing I really learned was a lot about myself. And the question that I had to constantly ask myself was, what would happen if I didn't start? And the truth is, what would happen is nothing. Nothing would happen. None of my dreams would happen. None of my goals that I wanted to accomplish would happen. I realized that if I didn't start, not only am I not helping myself, but I'm not helping anyone else around me. See, what you do has a ripple effect for the people around you, your inner circle, your outer circle, even at a global level. So some of my goals were to be able to be at home with my kids more, were to make some extra income passively through starting a channel, and ultimately just helping people with what I had to offer. And if I didn't start a YouTube channel, if I was too scared and let fear push me back, I wouldn't have been able to help my husband quit his demanding full-time job to be able to pursue his own passion and start his own business. I wouldn't have been able to put my kids in the schools I wanted to put them in. I wouldn't have been able to help out family members when they needed to help. So the bigger picture was that if I didn't pursue this, if I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't make this happen, then not only was I impacting myself, but I was impacting everything around me. So next we're gonna talk a little bit about the analytics, and I'm gonna go back to the very first year that I started YouTube and show you my actual ad revenue. Now, in order to get ad revenue, you have to meet the qualifications, which are 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, or the shorts requirements, which are, I think it's 10 million views. But in 2020, shorts weren't there. So I did have to meet the 1,000 subs requirement and the 4,000 watch hour requirement in order to apply for monetization, the YouTube Partner Program, where you start making money with the ads that are placed on your videos. So I'm gonna hop over to my main channel real quick and show you guys that I do have it filtered on when I posted my very first video on August 3rd of 2020. And I have it within the first 6 months, which would be February 3rd of 2021. And you can see that for the first 4 months, my revenue is 0 because I did not meet the requirements yet for the YouTube Partner Program. And it was actually after I hit 1 or 2 viral videos that really set my channel off and allowed me to quickly meet that threshold or meet those requirements and start earning money from my channel. So on December 3rd, which was exactly 4 months from the very first video that I posted, I was hitting like $89 day, an $85 day, and you can see that it kind of tapers off a little bit. This was a holiday video, so it was relevant for that time frame. And then after it tapered off, then my ad revenue started to decrease a bit. But within the very first 6 months of being on YouTube, I earned $1,100. This is really what set me off and gave me that motivation and drive to keep going. Now, within the first year of YouTube, in 8 months of being monetized, I made about $6,725. Now, at this time, I probably had around 52 videos posted because I post once a week. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the pros and cons with the Google AdSense program and earning money on YouTube. So the first thing, one of the pros, is that you can earn money passively. So whenever you post a video, you can actually place the ads on your video wherever you want them throughout your video, depending on how long the video is. And you can just earn money passively. You can earn money while you're sleeping because as people are viewing the video, then you're making money off of that. Another thing is that if you have a lot of views, you can make decent money. Just last month, I made $10,000 on just ads alone. Now, we are talking from the first year that I was on YouTube, comparing it to the 4th year I'm on YouTube. You can see that the ads have drastically changed. Now let's talk about some of the cons. One is that it is not based on subscriber count. It is based on view count, and it just could depend on the number of ads that are in the video, could depend on how many people click on the ads in the video. It can depend on how much money advertisers are paying to place the ads on your video. It could depend on the type of content that you post. For example, are you posting like more tech content, which advertisers may pay more for that than they would like cleaning content. So there is so many factors that can apply to how much you're making with your ads. A second con is that it could take you a while to build up to that amount of money. Now, I don't want to discourage you because it is totally possible, but I only made about $6,000 in the first year, whereas by the 4th year, I am hitting almost 6 figures, just shy of $100,000 in just ads. Now, there are several different ways to make money utilizing your channel, and this is just one way. The third con is that you have to abide by YouTube's guidelines, just like everything else. You have to actually go in and sign off that within your video, you are, not cussing, there's nothing harmful seen, there are no, dangerous things seen. So you actually have to go in and make sure that you are creating videos that align with the YouTube partner program in order to make your video monetized. Now, if you're using like copyright content or anything like that, then YouTube can actually demonetize your video, and it can also demonetize your entire channel. So once you get going, what are the things that you need to do in order to be successful on YouTube? I've broken it down and I call it the successful 7 mechanism. And this is more about your mindset around YouTube other than the actual actions that you need to take. So I actually start off spelling the word success. So the first thing that you need to do, which begins with an S, is to start. You actually have to face your fears and start your channel. You will not only learn a lot about yourself, but you will gain the confidence to do something new. You do not grow if you don't try. The second thing you need to do is understand your why, and this is the U in the word success. It is very easy to go back to your 9 to 5, to go back to your regular routine, because that is where you feel comfortable. But for some reason, you're watching this video because you got an urge to do something different, to step outside of your comfort zone, to see what the possibilities could be for you and how this could potentially change your life. So there is a reason why you are here. Is it to be able to spend more time with your kids? Is it to help your husband retire his job, or vice versa? Is it so that you can make some extra money to help with kids' college, or whatever the case may be? Because if through any part of this journey you're feeling discouraged or you are not prioritizing it, then you have to understand the bigger picture, why you're doing this, and that will keep the momentum going. It will keep you motivated to stay consistent. The third thing that you would need to do is to be consistent. And this is this first C in spelling out the word success. Consistency is key. You can't start something and then never do it again. That's quitting. You have to have a set of goals that you are going to work towards. And not only do you have to have goals, you have to create a priority list. A priority list are the things that you're going to do every single day that is bringing you closer to your goals. Pick a day that works best for you and stick to that day. And the fourth thing, which is the fourth letter in the word success, which is another C, is you have to have confidence. And the way to get more confident is to bring your energy level up. You want to find people on the same vibrational energy level as you, meaning that even if you don't feel confident, then do something that is going to give you a lot of energy and then just go for it. So how do you bring your energy levels up? Speaking what you want into existence. For example, right before I got up here, I said, Michelle, you can do it. You can make this video. You can find a mentor who has already done it and have them guide you to the right steps. You can read a self-development book to really help energize you, bring up your energy, and know that you don't have to be an expert to post a video, but you do want to bring your energy level up and be confident. The next letter is E, which stands for expression. The cool thing is that you have the ability to express yourself in so many different ways. In fact, creating content is a form of expression. And studies show that you are actually happier when you are able to creatively and authentically express yourself. And this is the perfect opportunity to do that. The sixth thing, which begins with the letter S, is self-image. Now, this is probably going to be one of the more difficult ones because the way you are now is not the way that you are going to be when you become a content creator or whenever you are posting YouTube videos. So what you are going to want to do to be successful on YouTube is shift your self-image. You need to act, feel, embrace the direction and the path that you want to go and the new self-image that you want to create. If you're constantly going around saying, well, I'm not a content creator, I don't know how to do this, I'm not sure, then that's exactly the self-image you're gonna stay at. The final key is having a strategy. Now, as much as I would have loved to just throw spaghetti on the wall and hope that it'll stick, or hope that thousands and thousands of people would find me just by blindly posting, would have been great, but that's not the route I took. In order to grow my YouTube channel, I did have a strategy. In fact, I do have a BTC, which stands for Behind the Camera, YouTube starter course available if you're interested. I also have a free YouTube Power Kit below that you can download and check out. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and make sure that you're subscribed if you're interested in more YouTube content.